that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on your Vegeta, run up there and air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shamar Stephen, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. In your face. Mike 22, Mike 22.
To try again after the sack. Jackson flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
By T.J. Watt.
The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Jackson, flush to his right, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Steelers, nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A first down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
9 yards.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Carr. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. The quick slant caught. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, hey. 22, Mike 22. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, tighten down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
A great return there of 22 yards. Now the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. First down carry for Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Jair Alexander.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Complete to Juju.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a
good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
He'll buy some time right. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Complete to number 19.
Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
The extra point is good.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. On first down, Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, he'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the 41, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
It's 2nd and
rolling to his right.
10-yard line.
And the Steelers are in for the touchdown.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Steelers 26.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. No. You are X. No.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bud Dupree. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
To Juju Smith-Schuster.
Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
It's a turnover.
That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Brings up second and
Again, it's Barkley.
the 23-yard line.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Down Steelers.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
On the carry.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Carr. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
We all nil. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
No gain on.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll run it again with Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming.